Hey guys and gals, Battle Beast with Carbon Knights here. I've got a replay for you driving the M4A3E8 American medium tank, tier 6. This is about as good as matchup as you can get in this tank. There's no artillery and we're top tier. XVM gives us a 54% chance to win. I'm going to head into these bushes right away to do my best to avoid being scouted. We are going to advance to the center, try to keep pressure on anything that wants to get too far over, that will get shots on our teammates. A quick flush shot on the leopard with no success. And I'm just going to poke this area for a while. Here we're going to peek over, use the protection of the rock in front of us, and take some shots at this T-50.
Enemy armor is hit.
Pretty good accuracy, but we are at mid-ranges. That's about 300 meters that I got that kill at. That's not too bad.
Penetration.
I'm getting a little... It's getting too hot here for my lightly armored tank. There was explosions all around me with unspotted tanks, so I'm going to bug out for a minute, become unspotted, then come back to see if I can do some more damage.
Enemy armor is
Cut into the
damaged.
G28, and the VK3601 finishes it.
Penetration.
Punish this leopard some more. And now we've got spots on these heavy tanks. They aren't a threat right now, but I have to be careful. If they choose to push up, they could do a lot of damage to me and I couldn't do much back. And I've got a Churchill to support me. Tier 6 heavy tank. And some excellent side shots on these lightly armored mediums.
Penetration.
I have to take my time, make sure the shots land.
Penetration.
And look at this rate of fire.
Penetration.
And this should be the end of the M4.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Quick work of him. Now we'll move on to the Cromwell while the Churchill looks after the
Enemy armor is
T-150.
hit.
And again, look at the rate of fire.
Enemy armor
Punish
is damaged.
the mediums on the
Enemy
hill.
armor is hit.
And by this point, this Cromwell should have
Penetration.
made a decision, but he just sat there and
Got
was
him.
punished for it. Like any game, you sit there, you don't move, you will die. So we're up to 1,543 damage in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Enemy
Here, look
armor
at
is
close
hit.
ranges, look at the accuracy. I can hit this commander's
Enemy is
hat
hit.
of the enemy VK. That's an excellent gun on this EZ8 Sherman, which I believe is the M4A3E8. And the T1 complains about no support on the hill, even though we took out 2 full health medium tanks. Same thing, we've got spotted. I'm going to back off, become unspotted. And we just have to be patient. I'm going to try to find a way to fight this T-150, but he has fantastic frontal armor. And for the most part, I won't be able to penetrate him unless I use premium ammunition. Here we go.
Enemy armor is hit.
Right underneath the gun mantlet into the turret ring. Most tanks are vulnerable there, and I got a shot in. I'm just going to take a cheeky shot at this VK.
Penetration.
I tried to go for a tracking shot, but it went high, but it still penetrated. T1 Heavy complaining about teammates again, which I find funny because he YOLO'd and died right away. With that last shot too, we're over 2,000 damage, and that's a phenomenal game for a tier 6 medium tank already. But we haven't even been hit yet. But shots are coming in from the Churchill that's on the hill. So we're going to have to move out of this position. If we're spotted and can't fight back, we need to reevaluate. We'll put some pressure on the other enemy flank, see if we can break through. And then we'll come back when we can focus better with a different situation on the enemy's heavies that are in the east. Now these scout tanks really weren't doing the job. They're just driving around on our side of the hill where they can't see anything. And I think that's why we've been struggling in the west. They're not scouting properly. You don't have to sit on top of the hill. You just have to be high enough so the very top of your tank, where most tanks have their commanders hatch and viewports, can see over the hill. You can really be safe from enemy shots and still spot.
That one bounced.
There's an unlucky bounce off the rounded commander's hatch of that tank, but can't win them all. I've really struggled. I've already pinged the map quite a bit. If you notice at J2 we have 3 tanks that just aren't in good positions right now for the gun. We have an SU-100 who has a 100mm massive gun, and he's, you know, in a depression back there where he can't shoot anything that would be spotted over this ridge. He can't shoot at the VK. He might not have the radio range for it to see him even, I'm not sure. Now, I shouldn't really be taking shots at this range of commander's hatches. Before, where you saw the EZ8 can really excel, but at this range we're just going to struggle a bit. But if you look, the team has really not held up their end of the bargain, and I'm trying my hardest here to accommodate, carry the lack
Critical hit.
of skill on our teammates' parts here. So things aren't looking too bad. I can sense that I could break through the western flank, and look at what the enemies have done. They've bunched up in a single square on the map, and it makes it very easy to surround them, crossfire them, harass them. They've got shells coming in from everywhere. There was actually a really good shot from the Fury from his position. That's very far for... he has the same gun as I do. It's just another poor man's version of the EZ8, which actually costs money, but it's not as good. It's just slightly worse stats. Alright, so again, going for commander's hatch, and I got lucky with that one. Actually made him miss his shot towards me. But we're just not going to be making those shots at this range when the enemy's moving like that with that small of a target. And I'm just doing everything I can to get the damage and get these tanks dead so my team can get a win. But again, I see that I need to shift. I was spotted in that area and I wasn't being overly effective. Now look, this VK has made a mistake. He's exposed his track,
Enemy armor is hit.
and I can track him. Just like that, keep him in place.
Penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is
And I'm using a little bit of premium ammunition to get to the thick frontal armor of that tier 6 heavy tank. Now with him out of the way, we've got a 3-tank lead. We should be able to manage these final 3. Full health Tog finally gets into the battle, and we're going to punish him. Switch back to our regular armor piercing tracking shot, and you see what I'm aiming at now. He has weak side armor indeed, but you can see that square that's opening. That I think is only about 12 millimeters of armor, maybe 20. And I'm surprised that last shell didn't do damage. And now we've taken our first shell of the game by using these ridge lines and the bushes where we started. The enemy has finally landed a shot. At this stage in the game, that's not bad. But at this range, we are also going to struggle with that, Churchill. So I think, and I'm look at my ammunition, I'm low, so I have to think, I have to switch to some high explosive. And I was lucky there to get a tracking shot. And now I'm just trying to finish him off with the HE and save my armor-piercing ammunition. But you can see it's just ineffective. But he's low health. We have a chance. And I should not be taking shots like that with as little as ammunition I have of armor-piercing variety. I only have 7 rounds left of armor-piercing ammunition. So it was 12-9, and now it's 12-12. This team is just really struggling with this match. And we are at 3,074 damage. And I think we have shot every tank on the enemy team except for 2, which was the ARL V39 and the T14. Every other tank has felt the wrath of our cannon, and that quick rate of fire and that decent accuracy has just let us punish our opponents. Now the Churchill's been taken care of. All that's left is a low health hog and a half health easy 2. Sorry, a jumbo, not an easy 2. If we can just get some elevation here, I think we can finish this Tog off. He's not fast enough to avoid our cannon. And that should be it. Excellent. 5 kills, 1 tank left. And I am 70 or 80% health. I think we can take this guy. 1 shell into the side of his turret. Now he's turned, and his gun mantlet is just too thick to tank, so I have to get up close and personal, and I want this top gun. 3,325 damage. I think I should deserve it by now. So with only 2 rounds of APCR left, I'm not going to take the chance of it bouncing on his frontal armor, so I'm going to wait till I'm beside him with as near close to 90-degree angle as I can get, and end the game with my last round of armor-piercing ammunition. Alright everyone, let's have a quick look at the post-game stats. So we were able to pull the victory out, securing our Ace Tanker badge in the E8. We've got a high caliber medal as well as the top gun on that last jumbo. We pulled out a WN8 of 14,692, a decent game. We were able to affect 14 out of the 15 enemy tanks. The only tank we didn't have anything to do with was the T14. Even the ARL V39 that we didn't do any damage to, we were able to spot when he was being damaged. Other than that, we did damage to 12 tanks and again spotted the Crusader. That's pretty darn good. If we didn't have that rate of fire, that fantastic gun on that tank, that might not be possible. We were able to get a base experience of 1,600 even. That's more than double of anybody on our team, and more than, let's see, just under 4 times as much as anybody on the enemy team, about 3.5. Total damage of 3,560 damage done at a tier 6 level with a medium tank is not too shabby indeed. Again, more than triple of anybody else on our team. And more than double of anybody on the enemy team. We were able to pull in 58,648 normal credits, and with the American medium weekend a bonus of 41,053 credits. Fantastic game all around. This was also our double for the day, which netted us a total of 5,800 experience, just for a ×2. So I can't emphasize enough on this tank and how fantastic the EZ8 Sherman is, and you will have great games if you continue to play this tank. I've kept it. I've got a crew with brothers in arms, and I'm working on all full repair now, just to get that reload, a ridiculous reload on that M4A3E8 gun. I believe it's M4A3E8. So that's it for this replay, guys. Say in the comments below, what are your impressions of the M4A3 EZ8? Do you think it's overpowered? Do you think it's underpowered? Do you think it should get a armor buff? Do you think it should have its gun nerfed? Post what you guys think below, and I look forward to the discussion. I'm going to leave you guys with a little outro of a few more clips. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. We'll see you next time.